Undertaking repairs to appliances can be hazardous. Be sure to use the proper tools and safety equipment notes in the guide and follow all instructions. Do not proceed until you are confident that you understand all of the steps and are capable of completing the repair. Some repairs should only be performed by a qualified technician. The steps in this repair guide show how to replace the bake igniter in a gas oven. The bake igniter glows white hot to ignite the gas from the oven burner. It is wired in series with the safety gas valve for the oven. The safety gas valve won't open unless it detects that the igniter is hot enough to light the burner gas. Replace the igniter using the manufacturer-approved replacement part if it doesn't glow when activated, or if it doesn't get hot enough for the gas valve to open. Before you begin, wear safety gloves to protect your hands. The oven interior should be cool to the touch. Don't touch the new igniter carbide electrode. Oil from your fingers damages the igniter carbide electrode and can cause premature failure. Shut off the electricity and gas. At the breaker panel or fuse box, shut off power to the oven. Turn the gas shutoff valve to the off position. Tip: you can unplug a freestanding range at the wall instead. Remove the bottom panel. Remove the oven racks. Remove the screws at the back of the bottom oven panel. Lift the back of the panel slightly and push the back to release the bottom oven panel from the retaining lip. Push down on the front corner of the bottom panel so it tips enough that you can grasp the sides of the panel. Work the bottom oven panel up and out of the oven. Tip: if you can't complete this repair because the door gets in your way, remove the door following instructions in your owner's manual. You might need help lifting the door off the oven. Set the door on a pad. Remove the screws that hold the bracket. Note how the carbide electrode on the igniter overlaps the holes in the burner. Use a 1/4 inch nut driver to remove the 2 hex head screws from the bracket that holds the igniter on the burner. Disconnect the wire harness. Detach the igniter plug from the wire harness by releasing the locking tabs on the connector. Pull the igniter out of the oven and set it aside for disposal. Tip: you may need to pull the oven from the cabinet to reach the plug for the bake igniter from behind the oven. Connect the new igniter. Be careful not to touch the carbide electrode with your fingers. Plug the igniter into the wire harness. Tip: if the plug on the new igniter doesn't fit the original wire harness connector, use a wire cutter to snip off the plug and the wire harness connector. Strip the 1/2 inch of insulation from the wires and make the connection with ceramic wire nuts. Attach the igniter to its bracket. Position the new igniter so its holes line up with those on the mounting bracket. Insert the mounting screws and tighten firmly. Push the wires down out of the way of the burner. Tip: make sure the igniter is positioned so the carbide electrode overlaps with the holes in the burner. Reinstall the bottom panel. Work the bottom oven panel into place. Slide the oven racks into the oven. Turn on the gas and electricity. Open the gas supply shutoff valve for the oven. At the breaker panel, switch on the circuit breaker for the oven.